what's going on? Bitch, I'm not late. I'm not about to kill you late. I am not late. My clock say 8 o'clock. Job said, Dineva may not come when you want her, but she'll be there right on time. I was finna eat some of this, but I'm finna go get something else. Since y'all bitches want to get it started, let's get it started. Since y'all hoes want to get it started, then let's get it started, all right? Let's take our time and do this thing, y'all. Y'all know Mika no good ass sent me this big old chocolate chip cookie. And since y'all said I'm late, then let me just go ahead and be late and walk in with my food. Good morning. Oh, I'm gonna eat this much. I hope I don't die by the time this show over. Mika, quiet as it's kept. You need to send me the recipe for this cookie minus the reefer. Y'all, this cookie's so damn good. This cookie is so damn good. You will mess around and just be high boots and don't even know it because you don't eat so much of this cookie. Don't forget, you can go to mikastreatsllc.com and use promo code Funky2020. I didn't even read the packaging slip. So if my ass fuck around and faint, y'all blame Mika's Treats. All right, before we get started, y'all, I want to share something with y'all about the super chats. I know that it may be YouTube culture that people send super chats in, and that's like the cue for the YouTuber to read stuff. You know, I've never been one of the super chat girls. That's something that's been very new for me because I was never really into the internet panhandling. When I came over here from TGIF and started doing this, y'all started sending super chats. Today, I got an email with somebody talking to me very nasty, saying that they sent me $20 for a super chat on Friday for their birthday, that they even wrote out a paragraph of stuff for me to roast them on. And I, took their $20. I'm a money hungry bitch. And I didn't even give them no birthday shout out. Let me put this out here for y'all. And I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be unappreciative. Y'all don't have to send me super chats. I've never asked for them. I've never told y'all one time that the way to get me to do anything is to send a super chat, and that's how you officially get a birthday shout out. I don't want to dabble into that super chat stuff because if I make a commitment to that, every 10 seconds, every 45 seconds, I'm going to have to stop the show to be reading these super chats, all right? I don't want to get into that. I'm already a one-man show. I'm already balancing the sound, the stories, the guests, the transitions. I don't need to add super chats to my plate. Not to mention, y'all don't want me every other story reading super chats. Now, what I can do maybe is if y'all want me to, I can make a segment, the last 3 minutes of the show, just let them all pile up and read them. But at that point, they're not going to be relevant anymore. Every now and again, as I'm doing the show, I may catch one and I may read it. But please, I am saying this out loud. If you decide to send me a super chat, you are doing that at your own risk, okay? Sending a super chat is no guarantee I'm going to see your message, and it's no guarantee that I'm going to read your message. So for the young lady who sent me the email, I apologize that you did not get a birthday thing read. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I didn't see it. It's as simple as that. I didn't see it. And even if I did, depending on where I was in the show, would determine if I was going to read it or not. So y'all don't have to send me super chats. And I know that you see sometimes people send them and it be their birthdays and I read them, or whatever the case may be. But those are coincidences. It's not like, oh, you pay and we enter into a contract. So that's that on that. All right. Legra. I got to read a note from y'all from Legra, who's going to be on the show next week. All right. First and foremost, I'm just going to put it out there as plainly as possible. For those of you guys who already booked, Legra had to upgrade our hotel to a nicer hotel. All right. She upgraded us to the TRS Turquesa in Dominican Republic. For those of you guys who already booked and I think who wanted a swim up room, it is going, let me see, is it fair? You can announce tonight, the updated website. Hold on. Okay. In short, the trip is going to cost $100 more. All right. And I'm being super transparent here. I don't want nobody to think anybody's been baited and switched. Because we did not have a room at the new hotel, we had to move to the TRS Turquesa, which is nicer, and it's going to increase the cost of the trip by $100. If you have already booked and that's a no-go for you, you will get a full refund of your money with the exception of the credit card withdrawal fees. For everybody else, $100 will simply be added to your account. Let me read you the letter that is going out to everybody that booked. Dear Funky Bunch family, we hope you're as excited as we are for the upcoming Funky Bunch getaway to the Dominican Republic. We are reaching out with an important update regarding accommodations. Unfortunately, the Royalton Chic Punta Cana has oversold Diamond Club Swim Up Junior Suites. They were no longer able to accommodate our group as originally planned. We sincerely apologize for the unexpected change. To ensure you still have an amazing experience, we have secured an upgrade to the fabulous adult-only TRS Turquesa Hotel in Punta Cana. The luxury property is elevated services and includes butler service for all rooms, ensuring you still enjoy a VIP experience. Please note, the cost of the TRS Turquesa is $100 more per person than the original Royalton Chic stay. You have the option to continue your reservation, and we will simply adjust your account by $100. If you prefer not to move forward with us, we completely understand. We will issue you a full refund minus any credit card processing fees. All right? We understand. Please appreciate your flexibility. Yada, 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 yada. So listen, real talk, you're getting a swim up pool. You're getting a butler. Every single person getting their own butler, baby, not just VIP. It's worth the $100 upgrade. I can't count nobody's pockets. If the $100 sends the trip out of your budget, we do sincerely apologize. We will offer you a full refund of any monies paid minus credit card processing fees. So that is for the trip. No, not per person per day. Why y'all add stuff? Ain't nobody said nothing about $100 per person per day. Black people, y'all wears me out. That don't even make sense. Extra $100 total per person. All right. That's that on that. With that being said, bitch, put your hand on your hip and let your backbone slip. We calling all the wide bags, all the skinny bags, all the BBLs, all the botch boongy bitches. We want everybody down to the Dominican Republic. We are going to have us a good time. And bitch, I'm going to fuck the butler, bitch. Let me tell y'all one thing. I don't know about y'all been to Punta Cana. Them boys be ready to hunch. Now, I know I lied to y'all and told y'all the Q dogs was coming on the last trip and somebody wanted to touch their bone. But these boys, these Dominican boys, you get them $15 in the smile, they will hunt you down to the ground. Okay, they's already on the property. They ain't even got to come, and that ain't no lie. Okay, they slanging dick, boogie, and everything else for $40 down to the Dominican Republic. And tourism been down so bad since COVID. You can get you some fine old Dominican ding-a-ling for $15 and a smile. So if you want to be played with in between your legs and in your butt for an additional $100 for the stay if you already booked, plus, hold on one second now, baby. Now, I seen that, baby. She had them put $299 in that thing, that bitch. I said I didn't see them super chats. I seen that one. Yes, God, Shannon Shola. This episode of Funky Dineva Live on July 24th, 2025 was brought to you by Shannon Shaola. Shannon Shaola, baby. She rich like this and not like this. Come on, Shannon Shaola. Thank you so much for that love. But anyway, if you want to get played with in between your legs and in your butt for an additional $15, because it's all inclusive, which brings you an extra $15 and a smile, it's worth it for you to have this butler service. And I love what I love about the TRS Takesa. Everybody's VIP. Ain't no separation. Everybody is VIP. So get your tickets, and let's ride out. All right. Hulk Hogan died. And I got a phone call from certain members of the Funky Bunch that they broke off and said that we need to treat Hulk Hogan like R. Kelly, in the fact that we can't judge him for his crimes, but that we supposed to look at him for what he was during our childhood, and we supposed to hold on to that. I don't believe it. I told them that the only thing that I would be willing to sign off on was a one-way ticket to hell with no bags. Tell his mammy that she could pay for his bags if he wanted to bring a carry-on or a bag. But the people is saying that on the strength of that, we didn't know he was racist back in the 80s and the 90s, and on the strength of what he meant to the culture way back then, that they said that we could at least send some sodas and a couple boxes of chicken. I'm going to put it to a vote. If y'all say we ain't got nothing for him, put nothing in the chat. If y'all think we could send a box of chicken and some sodas, put soda in the chat. I'm just trying to see what the people want to do. I'm going any way the Funky Bunch want to go, and it's giving nothing. Survey says unanimously. Shane Clemens said, Shane, I hope they jump you. I hope the whole Funky Bunch fan. Hold on, a few. Victorious one said soda. Hold on, we got 2 sodas. It's a few people saying sodas. But overall, everybody is saying no. So I think that, hold on, who else said? Bella G has said soda. Overall, for the most part, the people is saying no. So we're going to go ahead with a no vote, and Hulk Hogan could go to hell. And I hope Linda Hogan somewhere laughing at you and your new wife the way y'all was laughing at her when that lady was going through the jokes on you because you somewhere down there being racist with the devil. Moving right along to what must be one of the funniest political corners that we're going to ever have on this show. And it's Donald Trump getting embarrassed on live television by somebody from the Fed. Y'all take a look at this. It's the lies. Oh, I want to make sure it's big. Y'all take a look at this exchange that went on between Big Gums, Tim Scott, Donald Trump, and this man from the Fed.
And it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2.
But look at it, Tim Scott. I heard it was 3.1 as well.
I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
But it's
So,
not new.
So we're going to take a look, and it looks like it's.
So listen, I don't have the full context of whatever this conversation was. Donald Trump was up here lying, talking about the total capital spend or the total whatever it was $3.1 million. Tim Scott on the left-hand side ain't heard nothing, but so quick to lick the nut sweat off of Donald Trump. I heard it was 3.1 as well. Donald Trump conveniently pulls this paper out of his pocket and hands it to the man from the Fed. The man was like, did that come from us? Because he is the Fed. The man said he ain't never heard. This man say, I am the supervisor down to the Fed. All the reports come from me. And I didn't hear it was 3.1. When the man from the Fed looked at the report, he said, no, you included the other building. He said, no, that building is being built as part of it. He said, no, we built that building 5 years ago. Then Donald Trump tried to say it's part of the lies. The lies. Now, y'all, we're going to have to pray for this man from the Fed because he's going to either end up fired or dead messing around with Donald Trump because he don't like to be embarrassed. But just sitting up there, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I'm going to deviate. I'm going to shift the story from this to Tim Scott. I'm only going to spend 20 seconds on it. Can y'all tell me what type of trauma does a Black person have to experience to become Tim Scott? Like, what happened? Tim Scott ain't bit more read that paper. Tim Scott ain't bit more heard it was 3.1. Just so I don't want to fuel the diaspora wars, but this was very reminiscent to me of certain African people and certain Jamaican people that just be so quick to be up white people's ass. The self-hatred is astounding. To be that blinded and that taken over by your own self-hate that you're literally yes, Mr. White Man, yes, model minority wants to be just somebody put Jamaican people, yes, Jamaican people, and I ain't talking about the ones that do the dirty wine with no shoes on in the dirt. We like them type of Jamaican people. I'm talking about the ones that swear the Queen of England is. They come on now, Jamaica. Don't act like y'all ain't got some of them Jamaican people that's all up white people ass and all up the British ass. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. It's them Jamaicans and y'all Nigerians. Now, I ain't saying all Jamaicans, but that's the thing, y'all. That's the thing. Jamaican people got real bad right along with that skin bleaching. Don't pull it. Don't pull it. Because, baby, I hate to have to rearrange Jamaica down to this thing. Do not pull it. Do not. It might not be you, but you ain't finna sit up and act like you Jamaicans don't be all up no white people ass like that, because y'all do. Okay? And I dare bitch to tell me I'm lying on my platform. I double dare ya. Oh, moving right along, guys. Kristin Cabot, the lady that got caught with the Coldplay kiss. Why they look like boiled hot dogs at the Coldplay? And she looked like a Revlon spokesperson down to the work picture. Well, I guess that's the reason why you go get a professional photographer for your photos. But Kristin Cabot resigned from Astronomer as well. Riot in Rio. What's going on? Y'all gonna let me work today or what? Now that the people, let me work. Let me work, please. Kristin Cabot has officially stepped down from her role as head of HR at Astronomer following the workplace scandal. The spokesperson for Astronomer said, confirmed to TMZ News, Kristin Cabot is no longer with us. She resigned. Her resignation comes just days after Byron quit his position as CEO. I ain't going to read the rest. Now, here's the thing. You would think in a situation like this, that both of them at this point don't blew up both of their lives, that they might as well just go be with each other, right? Like, honestly and truthfully, it would make the most sense that they both serve as each other's it would make sense that they both served as each other's support system in this situation, because only they understand what each one is going through. But let me tell you something that the old lady under the tree told me. Okay. The relationship was only hot and steamy because it was forbidden. The relationship was only hot and steamy because it was forbidden. Now that the path has been cleared for them to be together, and it's always the man. He ain't even gonna want her. He ain't even gonna want her. Now that the stage has been set for those two to go off and do whatever. Look at Martell Holt and Ariane. Okay. That man finally left Melody and went on over there to Big Thigh Sheree ass, then went over there to Poray ass, then went over there to Torre ass, went over there to Marceau ass, went over there to Tisha ass. He went around the world and ay to every ass before he went round there to her. And she had a baby from him. Okay? Number one rule, quickest way to lose a man is to have a baby from him. Second rule, baby. Anytime you cheating with a man, once he had an opportunity to be with you, he ain't. You were only fun because you were a secret. You were only fun, and now you blew up your whole damn life. And here's the gag. He's a man. And I hate to sound sexist and misogynistic. He's a man. He always, and he got a little bit of money and a little bit of status. He always gonna find somebody else to fool la la with him. You know what I'm saying? You had an HR, you walk in some circles, and you got a little going on about yourself too, but he gonna be all right. You maybe not so much. You maybe not so much. You maybe not so much. I don't know, but moving right along, y'all. This makes me sad to report it, and I want y'all to see how I put a gap because I didn't want to mention her right up under Hogan. But Food Network star Ann Burrell, the medical examiner report came back, and it was suicide. They said it was acute intoxication from a combination of diphenhydramine, ethanol, citrazine, and amphetamine. I don't know what none of that is. Diphenhydramine, ethanol, cetrazine, and amphetamine. As previously reported, Ann was found unconscious and unresponsive in the shower, surrounded by approximately 100 assorted pills. EMS pronounced her dead at the scene. The family previously said in a statement, Ann was a beloved wife, sister, daughter, stepmother, and friend. Her smile lit up every room. Yada, 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 yada. This is so unfortunate. And okay. So she took alcohol and pills. Benadryl, Zyrtec, alcohol, Benadryl, allergy medicine, alcohol, and Tylenol. And see, they saying they found her in the shower. I'm wondering if she tried to get in the shower because she changed her mind and wanted to wake herself up. I don't know. Okay, but Benadryl and Adderall is what y'all are saying. It's unfortunate. And our hearts go out to Ann Burrell. All right, y'all. So I have been riding on a high all day long because Ralph Lauren Polo announced and it dropped its all-black summer royalty at Martha's Vineyard, Oak Bluffs. Now, mind you, I think it's a little late to be dropping summer fashions, especially considering the fact that Zara got all that long sleeve shit in there. Have y'all been to Zara lately? Baby, if y'all go, stop asking me about the City Hive Deaf Boy. We didn't know him. I didn't know him. Sorry to his family that he died. The Oaks Bluffs. I'm so happy to see the Oaks Bluff line, right? I was so ready. to go get into a piece of these fashions, honey, because y'all know I'm rich like this and not like this, right? So I thought. So first and foremost, let me read with the Oaks Bluff. Ralph Lauren is turning up the volume on celebrating Black culture with the Polo Ralph Lauren for Oaks Bluff, a fresh limited edition capsule honoring the historic town of Oak Bluff located in Martha's Vineyard, known as a cultural haven for African-American families for more than a century. The island town has long been a summer destination for rich with legacy, love, and generations. Okay, it brings together the collegiate style, yada, yada, yada. Let me tell you something. All y'all need to hear is that this is bringing together the legacy of rich Black people who live on Martha's Vineyard, because I actually went on the website right before the show and I was finna try to buy me and my boyfriend some stuff and come on here and rub it all in y'all face. How I had got my pieces. I wanted to get some of the first pieces. Let me tell y'all something. This shit high as hell. Okay. This shit is high. Okay. Jacket, $398. This printed shirt is $298. This jacket is $998. Okay. I said, okay, well, girl, maybe let me go down to the cheaper stuff. Okay. This long sleeve cotton shirt, $198. Morehouse jacket, $698. Morehouse cardigan, $348. You come on down. A hoodie, $198. Oaks Bluff souvenir jacket, $698. A baseball tee, y'all, is $148. I'm sorry. And by no means would I ever try to use my platform to maim any advances for our community. I just don't know who they marketing this to, because it's not us. It's it's just a little high. Somebody talking about Shannon just gave you $299. You could buy a shirt. Maybe when they do the Florida State collection, baby, I can't spend $600 and $700 for a school I didn't even apply to. Oh, they say Q, that stuff is not high. That's typical Purple Label. I don't care what nobody says. This shirt right here, from afar, this is the same doggone t-shirt I can get from Aeropostale or any damn where else, okay? I can't give you $200 for that, for a baseball tee. I can't give you $200 for a baseball tee. I can't. But we all spend our money on what we like to spend our money to. And listen, maybe them people not talking to me. I'm new money. Maybe they not talking to me. Maybe they talking to the Morehouse and the Spellman legacies and the people who is actually vacationing on the Oak Bluff. They not talking to me. See, I'm selling ass on the Pine Bluff. Okay, this the Oak Bluff. I ain't graduated to the Oak. I'm over here on the Pine Bluff. Okay, Pine Bluff, Atlanta, Oak Bluff. Pine Bluff, Oak Bluff. I'm over here with the Pine Bluff people. I can't afford that Oak Bluff stuff. Sorry. Moving right along to a story that y'all should enjoy. I don't fully watch the My 600 Pound Sisters, 1,000 Pound Sisters, but Tammy Slaton has gone viral for her post-op skin removal surgery. And this is what she giving. This is what Tammy is giving. You know, by all means, she must be healthier. She must be happier. She lost a lot of weight. She's looking good. She's mobile. And Tammy, this go around, you just might be pregnant. Remember that time she told the doctor she was craving things that she was never used to craving, like water? And her sister said, "You're thirsty, bitch. You're thirsty. Drink some water." Tammy, you know, I'm sure Tammy still has other surgeries that she's got to do. But for what it is worth, Tammy looks good. Y'all call up that lady the bride of Chucky. That's not nice. That is not nice. Or whatever, but we gonna rock with it. We gonna lean with it, rock with it. Now, y'all, I got a product that I'm gonna be pushing to y'all for a while. This is for all my sluts in the building. This is all. Now, if you saved, you might want to get off the line right now. But Slutty Courthouse was a sponsor of Down to the Bar New Orleans, Down to the Red Light District. And we thought because it was given Red Light District and it was given sexy, that we would put her products in all of the gift bags. So everybody who got a gift bag at Down to the Bar New Orleans got a bottle of the Gummy cum. All right. And I don't need y'all acting all safe and whatnot, but this is a sex lubricant that is the consistency and it is the color of that good man milk, honey. Y'all know, y'all, come on now. Y'all know, we all grown here. We are all grown here. And I want to give y'all 3 facts about this product. Men and women can use it. It is water-based and it is made to mimic natural fluids. Very slippery and very shiny. And if you use the code Funky Slut, come on, somebody. If you use the code Funky Slut, house, you will get 20% off. Yeah, I know. As old as you is, all my vaginal dryness girls, all my vaginal dryness girls, all my over 50 funky bunch girls, all my, listen, all my Nate, I'm in a bind, Nate. All y'all that got to sell a little something to get some school clothes. Vaughn Lumpkin say he'll take 1,000 bottles. She'll take 1,000 bottles. 20% is a good discount, especially considering the fact that you're gonna make it back selling it on the boulevard. You can put it in your ass, you can put it in your vagina, you can put it in your vagina, you can put it in your ear, you can put it in your belly button, you can put it in the palm of your hand, you can put it in between your legs and in your butt, you can put it on your nipples. You can put this stuff anywhere you want to. You can put it anywhere you used to have it, having it at. Okay, you can put it all up inside. You can put it anywhere you used to having it at. Okay. Gummy cum. It is a great product. All the girls that got one at Down to the Bar New Orleans, I want y'all to check in and let us know how it make you feel in between your legs and in your butt. But go ahead and get that 20% off that Gummy cum by using code word Funky Slut at sluttycourthouse.com, honey. Yes, all in between your legs and in your butt. Let me tell y'all something. If Candy made all that money selling that bedroom candy, so can we. Okay. To my Q, have you tried it? Get out my business. Get out my business. Get out my business. All right. Moving right along. They don't got our girl Glorilla. Let me explain one thing to y'all. And y'all know I don't even mess with the new rap girls. There is something about this girl I love. There is just absolutely something about this girl I absolutely love. And they arrested Glorilla here in Atlanta in Forsyth County. Now, just to give y'all a little bit of history about Forsyth County. Forsyth County was on that episode of Oprah Winfrey's show, either in the late 80s or the early 90s. It was like one of the most racist towns in Georgia. And they got on the show and they were straight up saying, we don't want black people here. We don't accept black people here. That is that's just a little context for Forsyth County. But she was arrested. And listen, guys, you know, the story sounds a lot worse than what it is. Glo got caught with a bag of weed, all right? And, you know, after you have a certain amount, you know what I'm saying, it's considered felony charge. But Glorilla was taken into custody Tuesday in Forsyth County, Georgia, and facing 2 felony drug charges, according to jail records. She was booked for possession of marijuana over 1 ounce over 1 ounce and possession of a scheduled controlled substance. Authorities haven't revealed the circumstances of the arrest, but law enforcement confirmed she was processed and released the same day after posting a $22,000 bond. Listen, Glo also got a DUI, was arrested in Gwinnett County on DUI charges back in 2024, and she smelled like marijuana and alcohol. Listen, Glo, do better. Stop traveling with the stuff. If you're going to travel with it, travel with a small amount. That's going to get you a misdemeanor. If you're going to travel with it, double seal it and put it in your wheel. I'm telling all my business. If y'all going to be riding around with weed and stuff in y'all car, tie it up, make sure it don't smell, and put it down there with a spare tire be. Okay? Whenever, and I don't even do it, but listen, I'm just telling y'all all my business because I'm a real person and we real people. I don't buy weed. I don't necessarily like the flower. I don't know how to roll. Back in the there was sometimes I used to grind it up and put it in a raw cone. That's the only way I know how to do it. And I only do that if I got a craving for it and maybe like somebody left it over here and I find it because I don't know how to roll. But there have been situations in life, because I'm the perfect host, where people come to my house and they be like, Q, can you get me something? And I'd be like, what you want? And they'd be like, how much it is for his 8.5 or his 3.1 or a 3.9. I don't be knowing none of that goddamn math or whatever. I'd be like, look, give me how much you want. Get you $100. I called him. Give me $100 worth, however much they could get with that. And every time I have had to transport it, okay, I have made sure that it was sealed up. I could not smell it, and I put it in my wheel well where my spare tire was to drive it 20 minutes across town. Y'all got to be smarter than this. Y'all got to be smarter than this when traveling with this stuff. All right. Y'all got to be better than this. Somebody said, Q, you saying too much. Somebody said, put it in mason jars. You need to have him deliver it. All of that. And I see y'all telling me to be careful. I don't even really do. I don't traffic drugs no more. Because now I'm at the age now, bitch. If you got a habit, you got to bring your stuff with you. Oh, they say it was in her house. She wasn't home. Her house. But listen. Just have Mika's Treats deliver you some edibles. That way you can just have some cookies like this. Okay? You can have some cookies just like this. And the people won't be able to get you for eating chocolate chip cookies. Nevertheless, this is one of those things. It's just going to cost Glorilla. She's probably more than likely going to get out of this with a great lawyer. And that's that on that. Ooh, y'all, we got to end the show a little early tonight. The show flew by. And we only got 2 stories left. Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett says there's a new Netflix documentary that could prove he was attacked. It'll make sense when you watch it. Jussie Smollett has got to have the deepest case of mental illness that a person has ever had. Jussie Smollett is the only person in history who's ever had to prove that they were attacked. He's sick in the head. And like, we've moved on from this. The city of Chicago's moved on from it. And I just don't understand why he is so hell-bent on tarnishing his own name. Jussie, every time you bring this up, you take us back to a place that we moved on from, and it's not helping you. Each time, it's making us not like you more and more and more. Jussie, you have had enough time to reset this multiple times. Every time we hear your name, we're thinking you're about to say you're doing a new project, which is what we're waiting on, and then bam, you remind us of this. You just came off of a high with that great movie you did with Vivica Fox, and then bam, you remind us of this. It's like, why do you insist on cementing your name with this hoax of a thing? Every time we think we get past it, or so much time is going by that we're no longer cracking jokes on you about it, you bring us back to it. Why? And why does it mean so much for you after all this time for people you don't even know to believe you? We're never going to believe you, Jussie. We're just not. We're not. We're not. And it's okay. We don't live in your house. Go with your boyfriend. Go to Chuck E. Cheese. Get y'all some pizza and leave it alone, for crying out loud already, Jussie Smollett. God damn. And speaking of Chuck E. Cheese, y'all, this is our last story today that we're going to get on up out of here and start my weekend a little early. A Tallahassee Chuck E. Cheese was handcuffed in front of the kids for credit card fraud. Lady said, my son was asking, why is Chuck E. Cheese being arrested?
No.
A Tallahassee Chuck E. Cheese got cuffed and hauled out like he was on an episode of First 48. Kids watched in horror as police arrested the man inside his Chuck E. Cheese costume at an actual Chuck E. Cheese. Videos show the giant mouse being handcuffed and while confused kids ate their pizza. If that wasn't traumatizing enough, another pic shows Chuck E. Cheese' massive mascot head just chilling on top of the police squad car like a fallen soldier. Tallahassee Police Department spokesperson Jerome Maples confirmed the arrest, saying the man was hit with 3 felonies but wouldn't say much else. The charges: allegedly swiping credit cards, stealing identities, and going swipe crazy like it's Black Friday, all while serving as the face of fun and tokens. Employees at the location said it had nothing to do with Chuck E. Cheese. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Now, if anything, Chucky, you were supposed to steal the kids' tokens, and maybe you were supposed to steal the little coupons or whatever. First of all, I didn't even know they put grown people in them things. I didn't know they put grown people in them things. I thought that was a high school teenager job. I don't know how comfortable I feel no grown-ass man in no Chuck E. Cheese uniform, but that's another story for another day. But in there getting them people credit cards, y'all in there swiping out. Now, I don't know that he got the credit cards from Chuck E. Cheese. The story didn't say that, and the people say they had nothing to do with Chuck E. Cheese. But this is sad that the kids saw their whimsical fantasy character go to jail for some real adult stuff like swiping credit cards. Lord have mercy, Jesus. With that good-ass pizza. Chuck E. Cheese, in an effort to stay in business, they should close after 9 o'clock, reopen at 11 with a bar. And be for adults only. And charge like a flat fee to get in. And then we be in there drinking, eating pizza, and playing video games, baby. The Chuck E. Cheese, don't say I ain't never gave y'all nothing. And there are more Chuck E. Cheeses in the city than there is a Dave and Buster's. Y'all literally could become like a nighttime sports bar for adults. Chuck E. Cheese, don't say I ain't never did nothing for you. Okay? Remember, the last time I gave out a good idea, the Red Lobster CEO took it and saved their ass from bankruptcy. Oh, Tree said they sell beer at Chuck E. Cheese. Somebody said that's what Dave and Buster's is for. Yeah, but there's only like one Dave and Buster's in the city. There's a bunch of Chuck E. Cheeses. So it could be your little local hangout the same way I hung out with Miss Kenny them down to the Happies. Nevertheless, y'all, I'm finna get up off this thing and dance until you feel better. DJ A1, Escape Candies, DJ them, he having a birthday party tonight. I'm finna go down there and shave and get dressed and go down to this bitch birthday party. or whatever and shake my ass and eat up all their food. I don't plan on bringing nothing or paying for nothing. Eat up all their food and be home by 12. I call y'all later. Bah.